the Hamilton bootleg before it got released on Disney Plus was on an adult website, shall we say, known as something, and
Is it a hub?
possibly. And so the Hamilton bootleg was on that, and and I was talking to my friend about it, and he goes, "It's a lot easier to delete your history for Disney Plus." And I was like, "Why would you need to delete your history for Disney Plus? Could you imagine, like, you look up like High School Musical, you're like, I'm so ashamed. Like, none of my friends could know
Cinderella
that I did this.
kissing the prince is all of a sudden like you're ashamed of
Dude,
that.
You're like, oh,
It's Disney
delete
Plus,
my
man.
cookies, delete my history, dude.
All that.
I mean,
What
now
could be
obviously
going
Hamilton's on
on?
Disney Plus, but like, why would you? What's the point into?
Your dad walks in and you watching High School Musical.
No, it's not what it
3.
looks like.
I'm sorry.
What is
Those
this?
relationships are fake.
I only want
They're
High School
not in
Musical, the
love.
musical, the series. Which, by the way, filmed up in Salt Lake City.
I did
Every
hear
white
that.
girl in existence that lives here, I've never seen High School Musical, and like,
Me neither.
yeah,
Me
I've seen-
neither.
yeah, I've seen like
Thank
scenes
you.
of it, dude. I'm about to get canceled for that. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, he hasn't seen it."
Dude, I've never seen it. And it's like, how have you not seen it? I didn't turn it on.
The
I didn't
first time
watch
I
it.
saw it was this year.
Oh, really?
I kind of want to watch it just because I've seen like scenes of it. I know like I'm not gonna stop, and I watched
I'm
it
not
at a.
gonna stop.
Oh,
That's
it
a
wasn't a drive.
That's
That's
from
a
the second
banger,
one,
dude.
I watched
guys.
it
Just
at
so
an
you
outdoor
know.
movie, but I just didn't pay attention. I was with friends, so I was just talking to my friends almost the entire time.
Yeah.
So like, did not. watch
I
the
understand
movie.
like the general story, kind of, not of all of the movies, but like I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna spoil High School Musical for you guys because it came out like 20 years ago.
No.
Caleb, I was gonna
As if we're
watch
gonna-
that.
There's
Yeah, no, I don't care.
As if we're
there's
gonna watch
no
it.
musical. Like
Trigger
the
warning,
whole
spoiler.
plot of the first one is like, hey, these two people from random cliques that got auditioning in this musical, but no one knows what the musical is. there's
Do they
there's
never?
no
Do they never show the
musical.
musical?
It's High School Musical was just like, oh hey, this basketballer and this nerd are
Basketball.
in this musical, but they never explain what the musical is.
Dude, what's that movie, the chick flick, where he's super popular, and
You just described every.
okay,
chick
okay,
flick.
hold on, let me try this again.
You just
He's
described
super popular. She's a drama kid. He
Yep,
has to do
every-
a play, and then they get together, and then she has like leukemia or something, and then they get married. Oh, what the heck is that movie? It's so good.
Fault in Our Stars.
No.
I don't
it has
know.
Switchfoot in it. It has Switchfoot in it. It's
I've never even seen a Fault
Luke
in Our
just
Stars,
straight
but
up explained every chick flick. That's like
Dang it,
saying,
dude.
what's that Christmas movie where like that really hot guy's like a prince, and then like this woman is like
what's
a,
the
a
Christmas
nobody
movie with
who
the fat guy in the red suit?
like this woman who's she's a cook, and then it's a Netflix movie. You know the one that starts.
It's
Okay, this
It's
is
like
a
the-
Netflix movie. Though.
Have you guys seen the Christmas movie where the dad is angry at work and he comes to find out the true meaning of Christmas?
It's always the dad that doesn't believe, and then the mom doesn't believe, and then she's like, oh, "Santa's real!" Like halfway through.
Honey, you gotta
dad
believe, and then
is-
the son joins in and he's gotta convince the dad. It's like, come on, dad, you gotta
don't believe
believe,
until,
but
and
the
then
dad's
the
like
dad
a
all of a
big
sudden-
like work guy. He's like a boss of some company.
Yeah, he's
Some
always,
CEO.
always like an elf. The
Yeah.
guy is like the jerk. Just fire him, fire him, fire him. I like the money. I like the money. And then like,
Buddy, you're not my son.
Sounds like our president.
yeah, fire him,
I don't-
fire him, fire him.
We're not. That's unbiased. We'll make fun
fired.
of both sides.
2021, fire me.
That just reminded me of
fire
that
him,
boss
get him
guy
out.
from Cat in the Hat.
Oh, I've
Who
never
was
seen
like,
Cat in the Hat.
You've never seen Cat in the Hat?
Oh yeah.
It was like, you're fired.
Oh my gosh,
Da.
that movie is freaky.
Dude, I'm missing out on everything.
Cat
I've
in
never
the
seen
Hat.
any of these.
I don't do substances at all, unless it's like Tylenol or
Okay.
Lexapro.
I was confused where you're going with that for a second. Then I was like,
No,
wait
no,
a
no.
I'm
But
still
Cat in the Hat.
confused.
If I was like a druggie of some sort, I would watch that.
Okay, could you
under the
imagine
influence. That is
taking
an
like
ins-
LSD and going through the honey poo, the honey.
The
Winnie
what?
the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh, the Winnie the Pooh ride at Disneyland.
Oh
Dude, that
my
basically is like
word.
you're on drugs at that point. But like
Nah.
with like the spinning multicolored stuff, dude, you'd be tripping. You would be bugging for like the rest of the day. You'd be on that ride. You'd pay $150 to
You'd
get
look
to
down.
Disneyland.
You'd look down at the end and go, "Oh, look, I've got some honey."
I've got my honey right here. I've got my own. And you're just like eating out of like a water bottle.
You'd
You're,
be
like, dipping your
sleeping in here.
finger
Tigers are known for pouncing. Like,
Dude, could you imagine being a worker and just seeing someone like, whoa, just like on the ride
their
for 6
pupils
hours?
are the size of like Winnie's stomach.
That just reminds me when I was at Disneyland last year. We went to see Winnie the Pooh, and he had a sign that said "Pooh's thoughtful spot," but thoughtful was spelled THOT. So I pointed out to my brother Riley, and I was like, "Hey, this is Pooh's thoughtful spot," and he was like, "Ooh."
Thoughtful spot.
Okay, Herbert the pervert. Jeez.
Let me take you to Pooh's thoughtful spot. I can't do the whistle that he
Dude,
does.
like, wait. There was a sign in front of was it like Winnie the Pooh, like a character where
Yeah,
kids
like
could meet him?
you'd meet Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
and,
that just makes it even funnier.
and I know, like the
Just a little
100
kid
Acre
standing
Woods.
there like, what's good? Just, oh, child, you don't know.
Because
have
you
no
know,
idea.
Winnie
Pooh
the
is
Pooh doesn't wear
packing.
pants, dude. That's gross.
Dude, what
you
is
know
Winnie the Pooh
Pooh's
wearing?
got some cake.
What is he?
Okay,
Yo, he's
chill
got
out.
a dump
He's
truck.
got
He's
a
got
dump
honey
truck,
in the
honey
money, all right?
truck.
My man is caked up. Caked
Where do you
up.
think that honey goes? It's just stay. His blood
Dude,
can't
that thing is
flow.
like
It's just
90%
stuck in his
sugar.
thighs. The blood can't go anywhere.
That's why he's so yellow. He's just
why
it's
he
not
walks so
flowing
slow.
anywhere.
My grandma has like this Winnie the Pooh book.
Yeah, that's why he speaks so slow. His vocal cords are just
He's just blood deprived. He's
all.
just
It's just all.
That was
It's just all
this
honey
book that
in
my grandma has back in Australia. It's a Winnie the Pooh book, and I remember this one page so like vividly because Pooh's trying to break into Rabbit's house, but his fat butt can't get through the door,
Yo,
and
mama
Pooh
double
gets
cheeked
stuck
up.
trying to get through Rabbit's door, and so like the rest of the book is Rabbit trying to push Pooh's butt.
The whole book is just him pushing his cake out of a
Pretty
doorway.
much.
You're just flipping
Pretty
pages like
much.
speed
Ah! All right, the book is over.
And then I
The
think
noise
like
you just made. No,
Rabbit like
there's-
makes a face on Pooh's butt as well, made from like twigs and mud.
Why?
I don't know. It was weird as heck.
Dude, why would you buy that book to dude? Children,
Worried about
okay,
the wrong honey.
yeah. Oh, dude, we are like children's
this
books.
podcast just got weird.
Here we
man.
go. Pooh gets stuck in Rabbit's hole.
That's-
We try to keep this podcast PG at
There's
least.
so many things wrong with that.
We want to keep this podcast PG.
see, look.
Oh my gosh, that's
0 to 100, man. Oh my gosh.
This is the book she has.
what's it called? What's it called?
Pooh
Who gets stuck? That's what type of a book is
This
that?
just sounds like a laxative ad.
That's like a prunes ad. So it's targeted towards elderly, and then it's also targeted towards children because it's Winnie the Pooh. How did
Just
he get
eat some
in
Taco
the first
Bell,
place?
man. You're chilling.
I was right.
Oh, he's
Rabbit,
caked
like,
up.
Rabbit makes a face out of Pooh's butt.
Okay,
Why
you're
you
gonna
got
actually
Squidward's
keep
nose?
this tab open after and just send us the photos, and I'll put them in so those people can see them, like on
Yeah.
YouTube. But holy crap, dude. Okay, go back to
Yeah,
this
this
one real quick.
podcast got a little PG-13 for a second,
Okay.
but oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I'd like you guys to notice. So in this photo, go ahead and save this one.
Yeah.
In this photo, he's stuck on the inside. How did my man's get in? Like, that's a one-way door for a rabbit. How did my man's, who's thicker than a Snicker, get
Heavy
his
like a Chevy.
get his double-cheeked thunder thighs?
All right.
That's like a
Luke,
okay, straight
calm
up,
down.
That's a hole. It was a hole like this big, and my man's is. How does he get in? How does he get in? Determination. That's
yeah,
how.
blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
that's how he gets the
remember.
blood flow to his body. He just squeezes it all towards his upper body, and then he can squeeze the rest of them
Who
through.
gets stuck? Just eat some Taco Bell, bro.
Dude, that's like a rocket. You know, in the cartoons, it's like, oh, when they eat something spicy, their heads get red and like,
Yeah.
eat
You hear
Taco
a
Bell,
train
bro. That's
whistle
a
for some
straight.
reason.
You are SpaceX. Just you're gone. That's like a rocket launcher right there. Did you just send those
Taco
to
Bell
I,
me?
just
I
hits
send
the
the photos
express
to you.
lanes.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
That's funny, dude.
What are we at right
Jeez.
now? Okay, it's
Yeah, what are we?
okay. We're 48. We started recording at. Actually, we're probably getting pretty close. If I had to guess, I forgot to actually let me sound engineer real quick,
Luke,
and I
Luke's
can
gonna be
check.
smart, Luke again.
entertain the people for me.
Oh, we're gonna go back to sports, but it has to do with like internet people too. Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
I heard about
is
that.
it
No,
more? But it's
Logan
like
Paul
fights.
and
Wait,
Mayweather.
No. Jake.
Logan Paul and Mayweather. Did you hear about that?
yeah, and then that too. But I want to get to this Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
I can't wait to see both of them just get laid out. That's
No,
gonna be
no,
the
no, no,
easiest
no.
money.
Have you,
Oh, I don't know who Nate Robinson is. I've never heard
Wait,
of
was
him.
he
that
was
the
like a
one where,
5'9" NBA player. He won like 2 dunk contests,
Oh,
but
yeah,
he's like
no,
short.
yeah.
He's like our height.
So he's not a fighter.
Not at all. Jake Paul is
Oh.
like starting to fight at least.
Mhm.
I hate the guy, but
I like him more than Logan, but I still hate him.
Really, I like Logan more.
Oh, Logan Paul filmed the.
I know,
He
but
did.
he's
Okay.
kind of. I hate. I don't like either brother. Let me clarify that.
Mhm.
But Jake is still getting into more trouble. Logan's been out of stuff recently.
That's true, because Jake is the one that keeps flaming Cody Co. and like
Jake was also
Jake
the
was
most-
the one that got like his house like stripped of guns, and
Yeah.
he's always getting into
Oh.
trouble. Jake is just a d-bag. Logan's at least cleaned up a little, but I don't
Yeah.
support
Okay,
either.
okay.
They're both idiots. But
I get them confused all the time. I hate them both.
yeah, they're both egotistical blonde internet influence YouTuber.
kind of like Provo Boys.
Little
Provo
bit.
Bros.
Careful, don't speak up too loud. They're right outside.
They're-
the
yeah,
studio.
we are in a library.
Luke
at BYU.
looks like one.
Yeah, dude.
He does.
Other than the fact that I don't work out, which
you
is
have-
apparent because my biceps are the size of like a child's finger, dude.
You got a shark tooth necklace though. You look
Yeah.
kind of California.
Oh, dude. Or
Or
I
you
look
look
like one
like
of the
you
Utah
just-
kids that snowboards.
Or you look like you just came back from California and you have to make it known.
I pretend like now it's part of my culture.
I
Anyway.
dress like I get my style from TikTok, which I do. But
But Jake Paul and Logan Paul,
no. Get this. So you don't know what happened.
I don't.
I
Nate
think I heard
Robinson
about
and Jake
this.
Paul fought. I didn't know. Like I didn't hear any
Already?
previews
Wait,
until
did they
like,
already fight?
they-
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the kid that he knocked him out.
yeah.
Okay,
If
I
any
heard
of you
about that.
have, if any of you have seen the famous Muhammad Ali picture where he's
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
over the guy and he's like doing this, like he's pumping his chest. For those
Jake
of you
did
that
that?
aren't watching, it's
for
similar.
some
I'll
reason.
pull up the picture.
I don't know if
It
Jake
was-
Paul did that to be like.
Oh, you don't need to
Everyone's
start it on
cheering
this
for
one.
Nate Robinson because Nate
Actually,
Robinson was
we
like a
will.
loved NBA player. He was like a funny dude. Like he's got like short man spunk. He was like dunk contest winner. Like fun guy. Everyone loves Nate Robinson. They wanted him to beat Jake Paul because it's Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Jake Paul. It was a bad fight for the whole thing. I watched like highlights. I didn't watch the actual fight because I didn't know what was happening until like the day before. But it's kind of a hug fest because Nate just keeps going to hug him because he's not a fighter. He never fought. Jake at least has
He's
fought
a
a few
lover.
people. He's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, Jake's getting decent, but the thing is, they're
He
only
couldn't-
fighting people that don't fight.
I was gonna say they're fighting other people about their skill level, but it gets to a point where like Nate keeps doing this thing where he like kind of dives into Jake and like tries to like hug him and like stop him from hitting. It's not like the UFC or like the MMA where like they can like tackle him and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
boxing, just fists. And Nate goes in and he gets knocked out once, but he gets up. Like when the ref's counting, he gets up.
Oh, it's like a knockout punch, and it almost takes him out, but he like,
No. And then get this.
or he's,
I'm gonna pull it
or
up.
he's like, I'm awake.
Huh? What's up?
What's up?
Sniffing.
Yo.
Smelling
And then
salt.
just again,
Let me look up. Ready?
just one.
So Nate gets knocked out once, and it's like, oh, finally some excitement because it was just a hug fest. It was not good.
You know the fight's bad when the highlights are bad.
Yeah, like even the highlights, it's like a hug
The
fest.
fight's
hug fest.
bad when it's
But everyone,
Jake Paul.
everyone watched. Everyone watched the highlights because of this right here. You can put the picture in if you need.
What?
Jake Paul bodied him.
Oh my
Nate-
gosh,
Nate
he
goes
is
in.
out.
Nate goes in, and Jake's fist. It was like a legitimate punch, like stuff that's not really like technical. It was pure instinct, which
Yeah.
Jake Paul's developing.
Jake Paul has. I heard this on the TMJ podcast. He has knockout power, not technical power.
Mhm.
Like he has
not
knockout
he's
power.
not like super finesse. He doesn't have like, but he's just a big dude and he knows how to hit. But I'll literally try to pull up.
Dude,
the,
he is just straight up zoinked. He got popped and just, and he was
no,
gone.
I gotta find a picture of where it's like the still image of him getting rocked in the face.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's brutal.
Because he knocked him out once and everyone's like, oh my gosh, and he gets up again and then he just rocks him. Like
Mm-hmm.
Nate's face is like going in and it's bad. I gotta find it.
I want to. I'm not gonna. Is it pay per view? It's not pay per view. The Logan Paul versus Mayweather.
I'm dude, it's Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. I'm sure it is.
Ah,
That's just gonna be a hug fest. I bet it ends in a draw.
I
Big fights like that always end in a draw.
I just want to see Mayweather clock him.
Yeah.
I don't even like Mayweather, dude.
I don't either.
But that would be so satisfying.
I like
Just
him more
one-
than Conor McGregor.
Just
though, but
hit him with just one, just bah. That's
I don't follow UFC or fighting at all. So like,
I'm
those are the
just
only
starting
people I
to
know, but-
because, I like box at like a gym kind of near me, but I don't box people. I just started getting into it because it's kind of fun. It's exhausting. I gotta find this freaking still image. We can end this in a second.
Yeah, we've got like 4 minutes left. We have this reserved, and we have to head out in a minute. So we'll look at this picture, then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, this isn't like our studio. I wish,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, your time flew, dude.
Dang.
This is gonna be like an hour 10 episode. We're giving them an extra couple minutes. 'cause
Then again, we
love
have
you.
we have a guest, so it makes a little more
special.
sense.
Yeah.
Special.
I gotta find this picture, man. Here, this one will do.
Oh.
Just Granted, Jake Paul
Save
is
that.
Jeez,
Oh
look at
my
that.
gosh, who is
That's not him.
That's not him.
Okay,
is
I
it?
was gonna
Okay.
say,
Jake Paul is over 6 foot. Nate Robinson is like 5'9",
Save that
5'8".
photo, please.
I think
So
before we
granted,
end-
you expect like, but Nate Robinson's an athlete. I heard like when they're talking about it, like when they're introducing him, they're saying like former football star because I guess he played football in his youth, and he's like he's an athlete. He played basketball professionally, but he's an athlete.
athleticism can't beat knockout power at the end of the day. I don't think.
Dude, he would be fine in the UFC maybe because they're all
Well, that's
short.
different,
But
yeah.
Jake Paul just rocked him.
I think it's different if it's UFC because you can run around and like kick and like all the stuff.
It's
where
more like technical and you're earning like more points, but boxing is just like it's technical and there's a lot of like you get points for punches and stuff, but yeah, rocked him. It was
that
tragic.
guy zoinked.
I think before we end, I'm gonna have to leave you guys with a special message.
Really, you
I'm
hit him
kind of
with a
scared
good
for
day.
this.
No. Cleo,
Ah,
no.
the water!
The
condensation!
Emma. That's pretty much it.
Emma's gonna love that.
Everyone just lost their minds right then.
Yeah, every girl and like listening
Everyone
to
who
this just
watched
like,
H2O in America.
he's Australian.
He's got an accent. It's funny. I'm
we'll
so
drop his
used to
out.
it because when you came to Thanksgiving, we'll end this in a second. You came to Thanksgiving, and my cousin Landon, he goes, his accent.
Dude, Australian accent.
I'm so used to it. I forget you
Hey,
have
Siri,
it.
what's my name? Dang it! It didn't work.
Hey Siri, what's Luke's name? Luke has an Australian accent
His
for his
name
Siri.
is-
Siri, what's my
Luke
name?
Ari.
Luke Ari.
You're asking me?
You're asking me.
You're asking me? Oh.
Oh.
Dude, if I meet a girl with an Australian accent, game over. Ring out.
I can put a wig on.
Ring. Yeah, we both just.
All right, Winnie the Pooh.
All right, I think we're gonna have to wrap this
I was
up right
gonna
now because
say.
we gotta set up. All right, take everything down. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. But
What did you say?
I tried to say so we could take everything down, but I said take it down.
I got you. Okay, well, that's been episode 2. This one flew by.
Dude, this one was good.
It's
I liked it.
it's getting toasty in here.
Dude,
I'm not
it
gonna
is.
lie.
It is.
I need a
steamy as heck in
breather.
here. I should.
The
not have worn this.
condensation.
Condensation.
The condensation. Not good.
That's from like that H2O show. I've
Yeah.
never seen the show, but like Caleb says that all the time, so now it's just our thing. We always go Cleo. But yeah,
All right.
those of
well,
you that have seen it, yeah.
I love all of you. I guess.
Tell
sorry.
your friends.
We
Caleb,
love all
tell
of you.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
this
problem.
was-
Dude,
this
this
was
was
fun.
super fun. I like having guests. This is a little bit
Yes.
stressful to get everything set up here.
I heard it
like
too.
having guests.
I like having guests. I swear.
Yeah, so thank you guys for listening to episode 2 of the Cool Story Bro podcast, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.
Bye, guys.